Hello, literature lovers. Today we are going to talk about Solitary Reaper by William Wordsworth. The poem was written on November 5, 1805 and published in 1807 in Poems in two volumes. It is written in four stanzas of 8 lines each. Most of it is dynamic tetrameter, four unstressed and four stressed syllables in a line. The rhyme scheme is sometimes A B C D, A B C B D D E E or ABA BCC DD. Detail about poem. The poem is based on someone else's experience. Wordsworth was inspired by a passage written by Thomas Wilkinson, a traveler, during his tours in the book Tours to the British Mountains. The passage that inspired Wordsworth is as follows. Passed a female who was weeping alone. She sung in us the Gaelic language of Scotland as she bended over her sickle. The sweetest human voice I ever heard. Her strains were tenderly melancholy and felt delicious long after they were heard no more, as quoted in the Norton Anthology, English Literature. Summary of the poem. The poem is written in the first person. It can be classified as pastoral, describing a scene from the country life. Poem is dominated by one single figure, a Highland girl working alone in the fields, harvesting grain and singing melancholic song. The poet cannot understand her but is mesmerized by the beauty of it all. He moves away from the scene, but the impact and memory of the scene stay with him. The central idea is how deep melancholy projects feelings of joy and happiness. The poem. Behold her singer in the field, yon solitary Highland lass. The beautiful girl is working alone in the cotton fields of Scotland. Lass is a maiden, a young girl, yon in from yonder or that one. Reaping and singing by herself, stop her or gently pass. Reaping is to cut grain, for harvesting with sickle. Psyche or reaper. Poet describes her movements and actions. She is reaping and singing at the same time, but she sings for no one in particular. Her movements are fluid like and gentle, and she is obvious of her surroundings and only engrossed in her own work. Her loneliness is emphasized through repetition of words, also in the title. Poet urges not to disturb her in her work and singing. He suggests that one should either watch her or gently pass from the scene. Alone she cuts and binds the grain and sings a melancholy strain. Grain is the fruit of cereal grass. Melancholy means sad. Strain is a tone or the tune. For the fourth time, the sense of loneliness is attached to the whole scene. It gives the impression that the girl is removed from our world. In these lines, her next chorus are mentioned. She has cut the grain and is now binding the grain. Oh, listen, for the vale profound is overflowing with the sound. Vale profound is a deep valley. Overflowing means reverberating or sounding. Wordsworth now changes his stance. First, she was also singing to herself, but now the whole valley listens to her and is filled by her sweet song. There is sense of joy and respect for the girl and her song in Wordsworth's remark, "Oh, listen." No nightingale did ever chant more welcome notes to valley bands of travelers in some shady haunt among Arabian sands. Count is a simple melancholy, a song sung repeatedly. Notes, musical notes song. Weary bands are tired travelers. Shady Haunt is like an oasis in the desert, a paradise for the travelers of deserts with date trees, water, and birds. Boswell compares the girl's song and its musical quality with that of the Nightingale's song. He feels that the maiden's song even surpasses the song of the nightingale, as it is heard in the Arabian deserts by the tired travelers. Nightingale bird is so called because it sings at night as well as during the day. It means night songstress. The bird is famous for its song. Its song is loud and louder when in urban environments in order to overcome the background noise. A voice so thrilling never was heard in springtime from the cuckoo bird, breaking the silence of the seas among the farthest Hebrides. Thrilling means causing intense excitement and pleasure. Cuckoo bird is a solitary bird that seldom occurs.